Angelo Rosito is pissed to death. Gallons of anger in a pint-sized package. See Angelo Rosito in Pissed to Death.
This, I presume, is Dr. Vanny's private office.
Yes, sir. But I really should announce you.
My dear girl, if I allowed myself to be announced, I doubt I would be received anywhere.
I'm sorry, really I am, but the doctor won't see anybody without an appointment.
Appointment? I have had an appointment with him these 20 years. He will see me.
Doctor, someone's coming!
My dear doctor, truthfully can it be said that your house is your castle, protected by your countless slaves?
So it is you, Leonard. I was warned you might appear like one of your own illusions out of nowhere.
My dear Joseph, you have not changed a bit.
Have you met my friend, Mr. Raymond?
Raymond? Oh, Raymond. No doubt a relative of the great magician of the same name.
Mr. Raymond is our private patrol officer. He keeps an eye on the premises for us. And other comings and goings.
A very good idea, my dear Joseph, to have a private bodyguard at your beck and call.
Well, you fellas are old friends, I can see that.
Oh, yes. Old friends.
Well, then maybe you'd like to be alone to talk over old times.
A very good suggestion. Thank you, Mr. Raymond.
I won't be far away, Doc. Well, so long, Mr. Leonide. Don't pull any more little men out of your hat.
Well, Leonard, what brings you to me after all this time?
The long arm of coincidence, my dear Joseph. Simply the long arm of coincidence. Aren't you glad to see me again?
No, I can't say that I am. You with your foreign background and I, what are we two in common?
Always truthful, Cousin Joseph. As when we were young men. You might have said no and saved your career. But you prefer to tell the truth and ruin yourself.
What do you want here, Leonard?
A few days' hospitality, my dear Joseph. Nothing more. Is that too much for one cousin to ask of another?
Remember, we agreed not to think of each other as cousins again, Leonard.
Bygones, my dear Joseph. And I'm willing to forget. And I suggest that you do the same.
You've grown older, Leonard, but there may be something in what you say. I'm not one to hold a grudge. But don't do anything that will make me regret my action.
You have my promise. Now, if you will show me to my room. Oh, I should say, I have a traveling companion from whom I am inseparable.
Who?
Inigo, a dwarf, one of the little men. He became very much attached to me when he lost his master. You do not object?
What good would that do?
How true.
Very well. You may have the room next to my daughter-in-law. I know you'll like that.
Oh, yes. The lady, who I'm told has an utmost horror of having her eyes blindfolded. A phobia of most interesting origin, I dare say. Something to think about.
That night, my husband questioned Leonard about my past.
Cousin Leo. Oh, my dear ward. How flattering that you remember me.
Well, how could I ever forget you? What are you doing here?
A chance visitor, my boy. I wanted to see the old homestead again.
You've seen Father?
Yes, and he received me with open arms, in a manner of speaking.
Well, I don't mind telling you, you came at a very bad time. We're having some trouble.
My boy, Trouble and I are like this. I presume you refer to the charming lady in the room next to mine, your wife, I believe.
Yes, Laura.
I haven't met her, but I'm looking forward to the pleasure.
I'd like to talk to you for a moment.
All right.
Perhaps you can help us.
By doing what, my boy?
You've been everywhere. You were caught in Europe during the war. I'd like to show you something. You may be just the person I'm looking for.
If I can be of any service.
Did you ever hear of a dance team called Renee and Lorette?
I don't think so, my boy. And then again...
There must have been such a team. Look.
Renee and Lorette. The dance of the green mask in the green room in Paris. The green room.
Yes?
Oh, the face of the man does seem slightly familiar. May I ask where you got this photograph?
The maid, Lilibet, found it in Laura's room and turned it over to me.
Oh, well, my boy, I'm afraid I can't help you. I played the green room on several occasions, but never with these people. In fact, I don't seem to remember them at all. And I appeared in many clubs during the occupation.
I'm sure the girl behind the green mask in this picture is Laura.
How can you be sure? Who can ever be sure what's behind the mask? If the people in this photograph could suddenly come to life.
I'd like to know who the man is.
It can be anyone, my friend. Anyone. In this makeup, it might be even I.
I wish you wouldn't joke about it. This is very serious.
Of course. But let us say you found out who the man in the photograph is. What then?
I have an idea that if the man in this picture were to show up, I'd find out I wasn't married to Laura at all. Think over what I've asked you. It'll be to your advantage.
Certainly, my boy. I will give it every consideration. And perhaps something will occur. Who knows? Don't you want to leave the photograph with me for my further study? It might be the very incentive that my memory needs.
No thanks. I'll keep it.
As you wish. I'll make a bet the man in green will get you yet. Here you go.
A gruesome surprise was in store for me the following morning. Who is it?
It's me, ma'am.
What do you want?
The afternoon mail. You wanted to know when it arrived.
Was there anything for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Put it under the door.
I can't. It's a package.
What's in it?
I don't know. It's against postal regulations to open other people's mail.
That's never stopped you before.
I'd like to know what you mean by that remark, ma'am.
Oh, shut up and get out.
Don't you want me to help you open
No,
it?
I don't. Get out.
It's addressed to you in green ink with a warning. Look out for the man with the green mask.
To the rescue, ma'am. Who done it? Which way did he go?
Get out! Get out!
just heard you yell. I was hoping it was a murder at least.
Get out, I tell you, you have no business here.
Well, but you don't understand. I'm supposed to be here. That's what I'm being paid for.
Paid?
Yeah. You see, I'm Bill Raymond, private cop in this neck of the woods. I was hoping we'd have a little murder or something happen around here so as I could solve it and get my old job back at Central Homicide. Nothing personal, of course.
Who told you to say these things to me?
Well, nobody said nothing to me. I was just waiting around outside to see Dr. Van E, and I heard you yell.
So you're a friend of that crazy doctor and his son.
Crazy? I wouldn't exactly say that, ma'am. The doc's a pretty good egg. You wouldn't want anyone to say you was crazy, even if you...
You can go back and tell them I'm not afraid of being murdered by you or them or anyone else.
No, I don't guess you are, ma'am. Still and all, if you was to get murdered and I was to find out who done it, it'd be kind of a break for me.
That don't beast the kosher.
I wouldn't say that to you, lady, even if I knew what it meant.
Now will you get out?
All right. I can take a hint. Nice little bedroom companion you've got there.
Get out.
I'll go, but don't think I'll come running next time you yell. I'll know it's a fake.